Listen very carefully. The negative karma that we have, the problems can manifest in anger. That's what cancer engineers always say, anger. It can manifest in the good things we have, we see is bad, and we fight. It can manifest like that. That's what cancer engineers says, parchins. And it can manifest us in having good things, or we don't do anything to maintain. It can manifest in us being inert, lazy, irresponsible. It can manifest in many ways. And we have to see that as a manifestation of our negative karma to take responsibility to do something. The reason to accept that it's our fault is not to say, you're right, I'm wrong. It is to make you take responsibility. Yes. A poor man works out in the fields and makes 1,000 ringgit a month, making potatoes. A rich man runs around selling beautiful women and using their bodies to collect money. And he has millions of dollars, he drives around a big Mercedes. I respect Mr. Potato. Everybody will respect Mr. Potato. Anybody who's normal. Don't be ashamed you're poor. Don't be ashamed you're nothing. Be ashamed if you're dishonest. You lie. You hurt people you love. You hurt people that love you. You destroy your life. Be ashamed for that. And do something. Don't be ashamed you're poor, or you have nothing, or you depend on other people. No. If you should be ashamed of that, the Buddha, the monks, the nuns, all should be ashamed. They all depend on other people. All. The Buddha is very poor. He has nothing. The highest lamas in Tibet, they have big houses, big lodrons, everything, but they own nothing. Right? The Dalai Lama says, I own nothing. Just my bowl, my monk staff, my mala, my prayers, and my robes. He said, actually, I own nothing. You see me, this big hall, big everything. I own nothing. It all belongs to the Tibetan government. A. B. If it belongs to me, when I die, it doesn't belong to me. Actually, I own nothing. I thought, wow, that's true too. Very true. So, like that, you think about it. All negative things come because of our own negative actions. And then, in particular, let's focus more. In particular, negative actions can come in because people's negative words about us, and that's not their problem, it's our problem. When we listen to it, we become angry and we fight. It's not them, it's us. And then when we fight, we create problems, we create suffering, unhappiness, and more. That's one. Two is, because of our negative karma, people can be jealous of us and hate us, and they want to do black magic to us. And the black magic in Malaysia, in Asia, is very powerful. Maybe in the West, a lot of that art has been lost. And I believe that when I came to Malaysia, I heard about it. I didn't pay attention. 50-50, I didn't believe much. But after many years here, there are people who are psychosomatic, they're weird, and there are people who are real. I've seen it many times. There are negative spirits. There are negative, evil beings who actually died in a negative way due to negative karma, and they run around for hundreds of years, harming others out of anger. And they relive how they died again and again and again and again. And sometimes we can be driving or traveling or going someplace, and for no reason everything's wonderful and we have an accident or something happens. Some negative karma, some interference comes out either or either way. Sometimes we have a wonderful relationship, we just have disharmony, we don't know why with someone. We just start fighting and then it becomes big, we don't know why. Sometimes we're not meant to die, but there's sudden death. Sometimes we're supposed to make it in business, but for some reason we do everything right and we don't make it. But we know we should, but we just don't. And there's something holding us back that's very small that we can't tell what. Sometimes we want to make a journey. And it's easy, it's simple, but we can't. Something goes wrong, we can't get tickets, we lose it, we lose our keys, or whatever. The schedule gets mixed up. And it can come from broken samaya, negative karma, previous lives, self-cherishing. Well, everything comes from self-cherishing mind, very simple. We break our samaya because our self-cherishing mind is very strong. We're more important than the promise we made to the 3 jewels. Very simple. Anybody can make any excuse about samaya, but the real cause of samaya is the mind is very selfish. We treasure ourselves more than our promise. Very simple. Even sometimes people take refuge in the Lama. The Lama tells them, do this, do this. They take refuge, I swear I'll do everything you say, but the Lama gives them instruction. They say, no, I can't. I won't. What kind of refuge is that? They think, oh, that my reason is this, 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 this. Don't they know that the Lama might know more? They say no. And they say they take refuge. Okay, whatever. The point is this. Obstacles may come in outer, inner, inside. Many ways. And there are many, many ways to stop these obstacles and problems. Or, listen carefully, arrest them. Meaning, you don't stop them or make them go away, but you arrest them, meaning, if you have a murderer and killer, we arrest them, put them in jail. Similarly, if we have some negative karma that we're supposed to die, we're supposed to have an accident, or a spirit is supposed to push us or hurt us, it can be arrested and stopped. We don't get rid of the spirit, and we still have the karma to get it, but temporarily it's stopped so we can do something to make it completely stop. And that's why in Tibet, you have a system for protecting people who don't have strong refuge, or they have strong refuge and the karma is very powerful. Because once you take refuge, you're free of a lot of these problems. So in Tibet, you have pujas, many types of pujas, many different pujas, different based on the different enlightened beings and their special vows and manifestations. You have different ways to help people, like erecting statues that have affinity to them, a certain size, a certain material. Why? If it's that size, or this size, or this size, it's in accordance with that person's karma and what they need to rectify. Some people go to the pharmacist, they need to take medicine 20 days, 10 days, 5 days, depending on their sickness. Similarly, when a Lama recommends something for you, it has something to do to counter something you might encounter in the future that they want to avoid for you. So in our tradition, we follow what the Lama says and we just do it. Even if we break our backs, we do it. Why? It can avert something. It definitely can. And you can do meditations. For higher practitioners, you can do meditations. You can do your own retreats to meditate on one deity, particular manifestation of a Buddha, to do a retreat of prostrations, mandala offerings, or sadhanas a certain number of times, which will avoid a lot of problems for us in the future if we do that retreat, what the Lama recommends. And then a lot of things we experience now, we don't have to experience. I had that experience when Laki Rinpoche told me to do a long life retreat and health retreat. Any of the long life deities. I didn't do it. A few weeks later, I became very, very ill. I don't know how he knew. It wasn't a normal illness. I was hospitalized. It was so bad. And when I was in the hospital in India, I thought, oh my God, I should have done that retreat. I remember what Laki Rinpoche said. I said, oh God. And I just said, I'm busy. I didn't have time. Actually, I could have made time. I could have done one session a day. So normal people take 10 days, maybe for me take 30 days, but if I did it, I would have won. The costs, the pain, the amount of work I left behind, the worry I created, my guru, and then Khenchen Rinpoche has to do a lot of pujas, and he had to push himself also because he had to give teachings and do pujas for me. I created a lot of problems for people if I just did the retreat, and I didn't. I always remember that. That's why I believe in divination very much. I've seen it with my own eyes many times. So when we're supposed to do retreats, we don't. The time is past, and we will experience financial problem, work problem, emotional problem, harmony problem, family problem, growth problem, health problem, we will experience. And if we don't, because our negative karma is very strong to resist, and we make more negative karma, so we're okay to create more negative karma, the people around us will suffer. The ones we love. Our friends will suffer and we can't help them. Our lovers, our wife and husband, our parents will suffer, but we can't help them. Not they got our karma, because when they suffer, we don't have the karma to help them. We come and we just watch them suffer, maybe die. Because we didn't do what we're supposed to do. It affects people. It affects. Yes, because of our self-cherishing mind. That's why all the deities like Yamataka, Vajrayogini, Hiruka, Buddhism just step on the self-cherishing mind. The black figure under your feet is not a human being. It is our evil mind being stepped on. Evil meaning what? Selfish. Every deity, directly and indirectly, and very fiercely. Why? That's the problem. So, temporarily we can do retreats, we can make statues, prostrations, We can do certain meditative practices that purify. We can give donations to the monks, give food, like in Thailand, they're beautiful. We can create temples, or if we don't have money, we can serve the temples. We can be a committee member, we can clean, we can wash, we can make offerings, and when people call us to do, we don't say no, 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 no. We should say, thank you very much for calling me. Thank you. Instead of walk in, I'm coming to sweep the floor. I'm the best sweeper on the whole planet. And if you don't call me, the place will never be swept. And then you have people like that. You call them to come clean, they give you like one kind like. They're Elvis Presley for sweeping, the king of sweepers. Like, wow. Why? And then when they cannot get people to help, then those people, they're happy. See, I don't come, you got that problem. In Buddhist countries, when the guru asks a student or someone to tell you to come clean or do this, you do it with focus, you do it well, and you check your work to be perfect. Why? You're offering this to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. You don't wait for the Buddha or your Guru or Sangha come and scold you. And they scold, you scold back, bye, see you later, Guru, see you later, Sangha. Play with yourself. No, not like that. You should think, thank you. I don't have money to do puja. I'm stupid, I cannot do retreat. I'm lazy, I don't want to do prostration. I am lazy because I don't want to study. Okay, I clean. I got 2 arms, 2 hands, 2 feet. I got a brain, I got eye, I can clean. Thank you. And there were people in Buddha's time who, by cleaning, attained arahantship. Because they couldn't study. Mind very slow. Yes. And the mantra for that arhat was Dupung Jimahung while they're cleaning. The Buddha gave that mantra. Dupung Jimahung, Dupung Jimahung. The Buddha gave that mantra to the person to clean. That time. Not Tibetan, okay? Don't think this is some Tibetan crazy liar making up story again. No. During Buddha's time. Became arhat and clean. Can you imagine? Just by cleaning, become arhat. If we do the right motivation, just think, child would be awake and a Buddha already. Just think. Right motivation, if you know what you do. So if you do it happy, with your hands full. And people who avoid cleaning, because they think it's someone else's job, very bad karma. Why? Very hard to purify their own karma. Their self-cherishing mind manifest. So when your temple, your center, your lama, dharma, anyone asks you to clean or do this or do that, anything for the dharma work, and you do it. Oh my God. And you do it with thank you very much. And you do it no matter who asks you, whether they're good or bad. You yourself don't care who asks you. The work is good. Someone you like asks you sweep the center. Someone you like tell you to sweep the center. Oh, thank you very much. Yes, I go. Someone you don't like tell you to sweep there. Why like that? It's not the person, it's the center. It's your merit. It's your purification. Incredible. We do that in the monasteries. When our gurus, and they take votes, the monks, the sangha tell us we have to do this, we do it. I got picked by a sangha once to be secretary for the educational society. I was thinking, oh no. I hated it. 1 year, I hated it. I had to go for meetings all the time. I'd be on time. My Tibetan was very bad. I didn't have a visa. I had to run around. I had to raise funds. I had to make plans. I had a meeting with hundreds of monks. Oh, but I'd meet the abbot. I'd say one thing, they say that, they say this, they say that. I'm sitting there, oh God, can I go home and sleep? I had to do it for 1 year. I couldn't quit. Why? The Sangha commanded me, my Guru commanded me. So they have a reason. So even I don't like to purify something. You purify something, and I believe it. Yes, so if you have a center, if you're responsible, you think in a good way, you do everything you can. Those who can give money now. Those who can give service now. Those who can help and give some food, give food. And not once, not twice, and then when you do once, wear a t-shirt. I swept the center once. Wear t-shirts, I help, you need to kiss my ass because I'm so good. Everybody wear a t-shirt. I made offerings once. Guess what? I made 3 prostrations t-shirt time. Hello? What? You do Dharma for what? Recognition or enlightenment? You want Buddha to smile at you or your enemy to smile at you? What do you want? If you want recognition, then your ego smile at you. You and your ego go back to hell. Bye-bye. What do you want? So people at the center don't recognize you. I know. Is that why you did the Dharma work? Is that why? Shame, shame. Shame, shame, shame. Your ego win again. So, for us, whose life is pervaded and overwhelmed by ego, and the ego opens up the door for the previous negative karma to open. Listen carefully. The ego allows us to open the negative karma from previous lives to manifest. That's what makes it manifest. Environmental cause, we call that in karma. Environmental cause. If you have the karma to get sick, but due to other karma, you're not born in a dirty place, for that life, you will not get sick. But the karma is still there. But in that life, if you practice well, you can purify the karma to be sick. Understand that? Think. But if you're born in a place to be sick, you have the karma, you become sick. Why? You have the karma, and the environmental cause is there. And the ultimate cause comes from what? Ego. Anger and self-cherishing mind. Anger based on thinking everything is permanent. So, to avoid temporary, listen carefully, avoid temporary harm from people. Wrathful animals, fierce animals. Environmental causes that can make you have problems and health problems and difficulties, and disturbed mind and angry mind can be environmental. To temporarily protect you from black magic. And spirits. We're all scared of spirits. Every Malaysian walk around, there's somebody. Need to turn off the light, they're alone. They sit there and they grab their Buddha statue, they sit there. I know so many Malaysians, even big, strong, fat guys. The minute you turn off the light, you say, God, spirit behind you, like, I see so many in Malaysia. But in the daytime, I don't believe that. You just take them in a dark room. What's that standing behind you? They pee. Oh, I've seen so many times. Ayo. And some of these big rich darkies, they got so many diamonds, their hands so heavy, cannot carry, you know? I don't even know how to do that. Yeah, I'm Western educated, I'm not Chinese, I'm not like that. And they wear a cross some more, like, oh. And the minute you say, got hantu in your house, you know, they're ah! You mean I've seen so many. Because it's real. People are afraid because it's something real. People are not stupid. Everybody cannot be stupid. How can the whole planet, 5 billion people, one person see hantu, everybody believe? Cannot! Some of us, hantus follow us all the time. Some of us, we're actually hantus ourselves. Because self-cherishing mind is so big, we're actually a hantu. We need to do a puja to get rid of ourselves. Hi Lama, I'm a hantu, can you get rid of me? The Lama's like, go back to the woods now. So think. So temporarily, we do pujas, retreats, practices to help. And if you believe in the 3 jewels, these things are more effective. If you don't get effective, but less. Just like when you go do exercise and you have commitment and you know it will work, you do it full heart, it has result. If you do half heart, half result, but got result because the object is good. So like that, in Tibet we have a very special system of wearing protection that comes in the form of grooves, chakras, diagrams, holy objects and holy beings such as clothes, mantras, tatsas, pendants of Buddhas that are blessed and consecrated. Because these type of items can and will protect us from these type of disturbances. And if every single day while we do our practices in sadhanas, and we do our mantras, and after our mantras we take our pendants with respect, or our chakras, whatever, and glow, it becomes even more powerful. Why? Oh, I'm not Rinpoche, how can I bless? I'm not a monk. No. You don't need to be a monk and Rinpoche to bless. You can be yourself and have faith in the Buddha and invoke your blessings and you will bless. It's the Buddha that blesses. Of course you can. You can be just like me and bless things. Why not? Anybody can. So if you have chakras, you have pendants, you have these things, they help. And if you have friends that don't believe, never mind. All Malaysians will take a pendant or a chakra. 95%. I don't care what they are, how high, or if you say, you need protection from spirits, they'll grab it from you. How much? 300 can. They'll pay anything for it, and even people who don't have money, they will sell their clothes and even their underwear to get that chakra. Oh, they will get it. Why? What stupid person doesn't want protection?